Hi, it's mid-July 2022, and it's time to look at what is going on in the Albuquerque real estate market mid-month. We're looking at live, active inventory and looking at the trends there and help us predict the future. This is Tego Venturi Realty Group of Keller Williams Realty. Let me click out of that. All right, we're looking at the data from Altos Research. What Altos does is track every single home for sale in the area, and it gives us all these different metrics. You know, what are homes listed for, median price, average price per square foot, how many homes on the market, and then we also have this calculation called the Market Action Index. What this does is uses a calculation to see, okay, how far are we in the seller's market or buyer's market? We have seen it pull back from the let's just say very, very strong seller's market, no doubt about it. If we look at the chart down here, we come down, we'll see we peaked out last year in this kind of almost 100 actually. Actually, it peaked out at 100, and it's pulled back a little bit, but we are still sitting in a very strong seller market. That's because the supply-demand ratios are still very much out of whack. The number of homes on the market versus the number of buyers. We did see about 400 homes go under contract in the last week in the Albuquerque area. We're on pace for about 1,200 homes selling this month. Once we get the final numbers in. And so let's look at that. Let's go to inventory. That's kind of the big thing that's been out there. It's okay. So inventory, when we say inventory, we're talking about, okay, how many homes are on the market? We have seen an increase in the last few weeks, no doubt about it, and it's surged up. We're at 1,118 homes is the average for this past week. And to put that in perspective, last year same time it was 873, which is 22% more this year than last year. So that's actually really good news for home buyers. There's more choices this year without a doubt. I mean, we go back to early March this year and just it was kind of nutty how few homes there were on the market. But to put that in perspective, if you think all of a sudden we're having this huge surge in number of homes on the market, we're still 9% less than 2020 and 53% less than 2019. So still less than half the number of homes we had in 2019. And just if you're looking at these numbers, you're going, that doesn't look like the right number. It says 1,118 or, what was it? It's 1118. Yeah. This is single family homes only in Albuquerque MSA, the metro area. It's not the entire MLS and it's not all property types. It's just single family detached homes. So it is going to be a little bit lower than some of the numbers you may see. The big thing I want to talk about here is pricing. If we look at price per square foot, because that's the real question, is pricing on the decline? And my analysis says no. However, we have seen an increase in the number of homes with price reductions. So if we look at properties with price decrease, you'll see, and by the way, this dotted line is the 7-day average. The solid line is the 90-day moving average. So we have seen a spike up in the last few weeks, without a doubt last month, in the number of homes that have taken a price reduction, meaning they went on the market and didn't get the price they were looking at or that they offered it at, and now have reduced price. 35% this week. That is the highest we've seen in a very long time. But again, let's go back to 2019, the last kind of, let's call normal market. It was 40% in November. If we go back to this time of year, it was 37%. Right at this same week in 2019. So we're actually still just below that. But there has been an increase in decreases. Let's look at the price per square foot though, because we have to put those price decreases in perspective of home price appreciation. So price per square foot, again, this is list price per square foot from 2019 until today, or at least this week. We have flattened over the last few weeks, and this is list price, however, still above a year ago, 2021. It's about, well, I've got the chart right here. Let's look at this chart. So what I've been trying to figure out or analyze is, okay, is home price appreciation starting to decline? I'm not concerned about a year-over-year price depreciation. The question is the acceleration or the rate of price appreciation slowing down? And what I'm seeing is the answer to that is yes. I'm going to move myself over here. So what we're looking at, this is a chart I put together using this data. We're looking at weekly change in list price, and we're using price per square foot as our tool to analyze this. And what we found, if you go back to 2016, you'll see just about every time, and what we're doing is we're comparing that week to the same week a year ago. Got it? So we go back to 2016, so it was a 3% increase, 7% here, we had 2%. And what we saw from 2016 till the beginning of 2019 was a moderate price appreciation, 3-4%, right? And that kind of is in tune with what we see here with the list price. Starting in 2019, we did see an acceleration in price appreciation. And I'll show you, well, this is the actual price appreciation from FHFA. And again, like I say, starting in 2019 or so, right in here, we started to see an acceleration in home price appreciation. It didn't start at the beginning of the pandemic, but it did accelerate at the beginning of the pandemic. So if you look at like Q4 of 2020, it was 13% appreciation over the year. If we go back to our list price per square foot and we look at the end of 2020, it was right in that same. So we had that big acceleration in list price. And then what we've seen now, we're going up until current time. So in February of this year, we saw a 22% increase in list price February of this year versus February 21. And what's happened is we've seen these reads of 16, 17, 18% price appreciation in the last couple quarters. However, just in the last couple months here, we've started to see a decline in the rate of appreciation in list price, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make this simple, but it's unfortunately it's not a super simple concept. But the point is the rate at which home prices are being listed at a higher price is slowing down. The prices are starting to not appreciate so fast. But let me make this very clear. It doesn't tell us that home prices are going to start declining. What it's telling us right now is the rate of appreciation is starting to pull back. So right now, currently of this week, we had a, let's see, what is this, a hover here. Let's see, well, that's 2 weeks ago. I can't get the hover to work here. 13.5%. I think what we're going to see from FHFA, who does this report, this is the report here, for the last quarter it was 17%. I'm going to say we're going to see higher than that ending Q2 2022, and then we're going to start seeing it pull back a little bit, we hope, because this double-digit home price appreciation doesn't make sense and it can't be maintained long term. A lot of info there. If you want to dig into this more, if you got any questions, you can reach out to me. It's Tego Venturi Realty Group of Keller Williams Realty. My team line is 505-448-8888. You can reach me direct, message me on Twitter, Facebook, or you can call me on my cell phone, 505-263-0556. Thanks.